Yo guys, welcome to Sofa Talks, a place where we can discuss football and anything sports related. I'm your host and your only host, Eunice, and today we will be talking about the top 8 UCL prediction, the teams that come top 8, and also we will be speaking quickly about the underachievers and overachiever clubs, as well as the top assisters and the top goal scorer of the league table phase. I can't lie, I think the league phase of this UCL thing is very weird for me. It still is a little bit weird. Doesn't I mean they I understand why they want to do it, because more games, more teams can play against the bigger teams and make more money from it. It's very Super League-ish, and I'm not really a big fan. Bring back the old format, but it is what it is. It is here for to stay for a long time. I mean, to be honest, wearing a Manchester United kit in a Champions League talk, it's not very ideal right now, since Manchester United are not in a very good spot. But if you guys know where this kit is from, then you will know this is Champions League heritage. Anyway, let's get right into it. I will start off by predicting who will come the top 8, and my number 8 pick will be... I actually think it will be somehow, some way, and the reason I want to say is Bulldog Glimt. And the reason for this is Bulldog Glimt does not have that many crazy teams ahead of them. I mean, yes, it does have a little bit crazy teams, but it will be mean against Slavia Prague, which I think will be an easy game. Tottenham against them at home, I think that will be a very tough game for Tottenham. And I'm a Norwegian, so I'll be very biased on that one. And Galatasaray and Bursa has been performing quite well against these sort of teams. Bursa have played these teams in the Europa League, and some of these games will feel very Europa League-ish, and I think they will do quite well. And that's why I think Bordeaux Glimt will somehow, somewhere come 8th by defeating Atletico Madrid, because I don't think Atletico Madrid are the same team, and I might even put them on underachievers. And I think they will do something against Dortmund, as well as maybe Juventus and Galatasaray, and I think they will run away maybe with getting 16 points, maybe. I don't know. I'm just saying, it's a prediction, guys. It's a prediction, and I think top 8 will be a very crazy shout, and that is Bordeaux Glimt. So, moving on to my number 7 spot, and honestly, I think this one is not that very tough to say, and I honestly and genuinely believe that it will be Spurs. And the reason I think Spurs will be my top 8 is because of the teams that I'm seeing in front of me. Spurs will be playing against Villarreal, they'll be playing against Copenhagen, Slavia Prague, Frankfurt. These are teams they met in the Europa League, and this is a very Europa League setup. So I think they are very experienced in the league, UCL league phase, table, whatever this new format is. They're quite experienced at it, and they won the Europa League. They have the same team mostly, and they have added some additions to it, such as Xavi Simons and Mohamed Kudus. So I think they will do quite well, and I honestly think even coming 8th or 7th will be a little bit of disappointment from them, because I'm expecting a lot from them, and I think they must win most of their games. So I really think that 7th will be for Spurs. Moving on to my 6th spot. It's a very tough one. I'm looking through the teams, and honestly and genuinely, we're going for a very Italian team. I think it will be Napoli. Having the additions of the teams and the players that I'm seeing is very wow. They'll probably give a headache to Manchester City, but to be honest, having players such as Anguissa, Kerry DB, I mean De Lorenzo, I don't really rate him anymore, so yeah, but they have Højlund now. I don't think he's a really great player, but I've said it before and I've always preached this, and I think that this guy is just a younger version of Gyökeres. So if he learns how to utilize his body, I actually think he can become somewhat of a good player. And they have Ilmaz, Lobotka, McTominay. They have a lot of good players, and I wouldn't be shocked if I see something amazing from them. And Neres was actually doing quite well against them, or with them I mean. And we shall see. I think my 6th team will be Napoli. Sempre Forza Napoli. 5th spot, honestly, it's going to be a very fugazi thing. I think it's going to be PSG. The reason I think PSG will be the team that comes 5th in this UCL draw and maybe even miss out, I wouldn't be shocked, is because of the amount of teams they're playing that are very big. They are playing the teams such as Barcelona, they're playing they're playing Bayern Munich, they're playing Tottenham, they're playing Newcastle as their last game. Wow, this is a very tough game for them, and I think PSG might miss out, and this is a horrible way to treat someone that just won the Champions League. They are meeting every team that they can meet, and it's very tough. So I wish them the best. And yeah, man, it's very tough. But I think my 5th spot is going to PSG. For my 4th spot, I really think it might be Barcelona. And the reason I think it's Barcelona, I was going to say PSG. No, I mean Real Madrid. But the thing I think is Barcelona is because of their first game being Newcastle. They might have a tempo shock there. You know, Lamine Yamal against Dan Burn might not work out well for them. And right after Newcastle, they'll be playing Paris Saint-Germain. And after that, they'll be playing Chelsea in a couple of weeks' time. And then Slavia Prague, Copenhagen, Club Brugge, Olympiacos. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams they can 5 games they can easily win, and then there's 3 games it's gonna be very tough for them. So I really think Barcelona will be 5th, honestly, and then 4th will be Real Madrid. The reason is because of fixtures wise. I mean, they're meeting Marseille their first game, and then they will be Kairat, Almaty, and the Juventus, Olympiacos, Monaco, Benfica. All of these teams would be quite easy for them, so I wouldn't be surprised if they even come first. But I don't think they will come first because Real Madrid would do the most Real Madrid thing and lose some of these games they should be winning. And that's why they'll be 4th. For my 3rd spot, you know what, I'm taking that back. For my 3rd spot, it will be Bayern München. The reason I think it's going to be Bayern München is because of their meeting a little bit tougher fixtures compared to Liverpool and Arsenal that I think will be either 1 or 2. And I mean, their first game is against Chelsea. I think Bayern Munich will do quite well against them. But after that, it's Paris Saint-Germain they can meet and Arsenal. And yeah, but other than that, I think Bayern Munich could also come number 1. We shall see. They only have 2 games that are quite tough, and then 1 that's like a little bit tricky. I think Bayern Munich will come 3rd. And number 2 will be Arsenal. The reason I think it's Arsenal is because they have easier fixtures than Bayern Munich. They have Athletic Club, Olympiacos, Slavia Prague, Club Brugge, and Kairat Almaty. So I think those games are going to be quite easy. So I think those are easy peasy lemon squeezy, kind of easy. So my 2nd spot my 2nd spot is going for Arsenal, and my number 1 for the draw will be Liverpool, and that's because they don't have any other choice. Having that superpower team and building pretty much a super team in football terms, the best team that is around right now is probably Liverpool. So I think they will be the team that will be number 1. The team that has missed out barely is Manchester City. I think they will maybe sneak into top 8, but instead of Bodo Glimt, I will give it to them. But bias aside, City. With bias, Bodo is top 8. Top 9 will be probably Manchester City, and top 10 will probably be Monaco, and then, you know, the rest is the rest, you feel me? Underachieving team, Inter Milan, because most of the team got dismembered. I mean, not really, but like they're performing quite badly right now in the Serie A from what I've seen, and I think they will just keep having that momentum of being just ass and take that assness into Champions League. And I think that overachieving club will be Monaco, and there's no other specific reason other than that Pogba is there, and I am a Pogba sexual. Not really, but I love Pogba. I love this game, and Pogba will take them somewhere far, and I think they probably come into the round of 16s, hopefully, inshallah, ya Rabbi, you feel me? So yeah, that's what I'm thinking, that's what I believe, and my top goal scorer is going to probably be Kane, because Kane is Kane. Most of these games are not big games, so Harry Kane will not have the big game phobia, which leads to me believing that Harry Kane will easily be the top scorer, and top assister will most likely be Olise, because Olise is just him. That's my twin, that's my dog, and I love Olise, and he's been performing quite well in generally, so I think he will do quite well. And yeah, top assist will be Olise, top goal scorer will be Harry Kane. Player to watch out for will be most likely, I want to give it to Olise, but it's a very, very bait answer, so I will say maybe Joe Bellingham will do something. I don't know, maybe try and emulate what his brother has. He hasn't really been like very, very, very highly spoken of in the Bundesliga. He hasn't really been like having a very outstanding performances. So I don't think he will do anything that like wowness from him. Maybe Arda Güler can, you know, have a very outstanding performance. And maybe that's a player to look out for. There's a lot of players and young players. You can't really put Yamal in there anymore because Yamal has pretty much, he has just exceeded every expectation, and he's not supposed to be in those kind of conversations. So I think I will give it to maybe Gittens. I'm giving it to Joe Bellingham because I want him to actually succeed. So I'm giving it to Joe Bellingham because I believe he can be something good. And that's it, folks. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. I will see you lot in the next one. Comment down below if my prediction sounds a bit right, and if you guys really believe what I'm saying and cooking. And, you know, subscribe if you guys want to see more videos will come out. And yeah, I'll see you lot in the next one. Peace.